at rest. Words chiseled into the gravestones of Sarah Jane Geary and her husband Henry. Nearby lies daughter Maud, who was 4 when she died in 1882. Daughter Florence probably commissioned the stones in the early 20th century, since they are identical, and Henry did not pass away until 1901. The cross-shaped alignment of the trees shading the graves asks more questions than maybe what those who planted them intended. While the Gearys lived, bitter coalfield wars added 3 bodies to this cemetery in Girardville, Pennsylvania. The 1875 murders of Thomas Gwyther, Thomas Sanger, and William Urin shocked the community. Justice of the Peace Gwyther was shot while walking from his office to serve a warrant. Sanger, a mineshift boss, and Urin, a Cornish immigrant who roomed in Sanger's house, were killed a month later. Nearby sits the Hibernia House Tavern, once run by John Blackjack Kehoe, who was an alleged leader of the Molly Maguires, a group accused of those murders and others. 10 alleged Mollies went to the gallows on July 21, 1877. Which became known as the Day of the Rope, one of the largest mass executions in U.S. history. Another 10, including Kehoe, were executed later. Kehoe's framed pardon, dated 1979, hangs in the tavern. A visitor might overlook the graves, for nothing suggests they hold dark, suppressed memories that question how we perceive and use history. The North American Review described Sarah's 1885 death. Mrs. Sarah Jane Geary, an Englishwoman residing in this city, committed suicide a few days since. Her husband is a miner, and owing to the frequent suspension of business in the mines during this past winter, his meager earnings were insufficient to support the family. That fact preyed on Mrs. Geary's mind, and she resolved to end her life, that her children might receive her share of the food. Otherwise, they would go hungry. In the context of generalizations about well-fed American workers and laborers gaining consistently and substantially, Sarah's death is especially unsettling. Her story clashes with the traditional image of progress in the years after the Civil War. Take the railroads. From 1871 to 1898, the milling of rails tripled. Passenger car construction increased tenfold, and the production of freight cars grew by a factor of 50. The manufacturing index increased from 25 to 100. Patents doubled, and exports tripled.